Hey guys, how's it going? Um, I don't know what is going on with YouTube, but I've gotten my first strike as they're saying counterfeiting, which I'm not that dude. I I will not placard up an aftermarket saw with stuff to make it look like something it's not. Um, I put out a minute and something long video test cutting of the pop-up. I called it the pop-up 395 XP clone because to me that's what it is, and it got flagged as counterfeiting or whatever. I'm not trying to sell it. Um, it's my personal saw. Uh, the parts that built this saw come from a Farmer Tech dealer, and I think they deal with Neotech too. Um, well, I don't understand it. That one was donated to the channel by a viewer. I don't know the brand of it, but it's obviously a knockoff aftermarket or whatever. I don't pretend that there's something they're not. I'm not trying to sell them. In fact, I don't even port them for unless you're like a close friend of mine or whatever, just because the knockoff aftermarket stuff, in my opinion, doesn't hold up. The reason I'm dabbling in these three right here is some of the races I go to, we got what we call Clone Wars. That's the name of the race, and you have to have an aftermarket saw to enter. In fact, this one doesn't qualify to enter in the Clone Wars because I used an OEM crankcase, and it still has the OEM crankcase badge on it. But I started with that, and then kept bolting parts on it till I got a complete saw to test, and I figured once I get whatever one's the fastest combo I can come up with, if I say if this one happened to have been faster than this one, then parts would have got swapped around, so I could have raced it in Clone Wars. But I do not understand what's going on. Probably a disgruntled viewer or something. I don't know. Lodged a complaint. I'm not very good at the computer stuff. I tried to say something back to YouTube, and I got like a computer automated response. But I've talked to a couple other people, and it sounds like this stuff ends up going nowhere. But I don't understand. I didn't have the word Husqvarna in the video at all, and I called it a clone. I don't understand. And it was me cutting 3 cookies and then saying the chain was dull and dig something else out. You guys got me. But I call them a clone. Some people call them replicas. Some people call them counterfeit. My definition of a counterfeit is if it's got identical labeling. Like if this said 395 XP with all, if you went to the factory or the dealer and bought all the OEM stickers for this and peeled all this, like this says the Hollis Offbar G395 XP, 3rd generation of machinery. If you peeled all these stickers off and slapped OEM stickers on there and then called it something it's not, but to me it's a clone. I have no idea what's going on, why YouTube would dink with me like this. I don't know. I've heard of a couple other channels that got a few strikes like that and then they just disappeared. So I can tell you now, if my channel gets hit, to like what happened to like Aaron Lynch's channel where it just upped and disappeared or whatever, I don't think I'd start another. Well, if I did start another one, it would just be to bash YouTube. I don't, I'd probably lose all my composure, start up another one and just use it to bash YouTube, because YouTube is not what it used to be. They're probably making money hand over fist off me, and it looks like I'm gonna get $190 this month. I put out a lot of content, and it kind of irritates me for them to, as far as I know, these were purchased. I think I don't know where that one was purchased, but the parts for this one and this whole machine here was purchased at a Farmer Tech dealer. Some parts on this one was bought off from like Amazon and eBay and stuff, but I just had, to hunt down whatever I was missing, and then actually scab 2 part saws together plus an OEMer to put this one together. But it's, in my book, even though it's got an OEM crankcase, I still call it a clone because it's 90% aftermarket parts. It's literally just the 2 case halves, oil pump, and crankshaft that's OEM, and a couple nuts and bolts and hardware. The rest of it's whatever I could find to put the saw together, whatever brands. It's part Neotech, part Farmer Tech, some I don't know, Amazonian, unknown stuff. That's an unknown clone. It has some different stuff inside it than like a Farmer Tech, but it's got like a limited coil, and I did my best to try to convert it without splitting the cases and jerking the crank out of it. It's going to have to live with the limited stuff, but a viewer is sending me another kit saw that I'll seed some better parts in, and we'll build up from the ground up to see if I can clobber that one. We did do some timed test cuts the other day, and of these 3 saws, and it's kind of shocking. I took a RS 33 RS chain, and it got sheared between all of them. Got the times written down here, and we did 4 cuts on each one, and then we did an average. That 660 with 20-inch bar did a 166, a 160, a 156, and a 153 for an average of a 1587. This pop-up build did a 163, a 160, a 153, a 156 with an average of 1.58. The taper top build did a 156, 156, 153, 149 with a 153.5 average. So, yeah, that actually shocked me, but it that was in like this size of wood. In bigger wood, this would probably change, but I'm probably going to be doing testing on these more in something along the line we're going to be racing. But as it stands right now, I could probably, with my racing ability, I could probably choose any one of these 3 and end up pretty much in 3 spots above or 3 spots below, where I mean, it's crazy what a 1/10 of a second can bump you along on certain races. But I don't know why, I do not know why YouTube's messing with me, or well, I'm assuming somebody's got to lodge a complaint, and then so it's probably some low-life piece of shit that is dinking with me, is probably what I'm thinking. It somebody that don't like the channel, or don't like me, or don't like clones, China don't give a crap about patents and stuff like that. So these clones, every year their presence gets more and more known. I don't think they're going anywhere. I don't think they're going to do anything to stop them. And as long as there's races to be had, we're going to be building them to race. That's just how it is. I got up to go to the bathroom, and then seeing I got that email, and it kind of irritated me, but I got a box up of 4910, so I can ship it out tomorrow when I go to work. But yeah, I don't get it. I try not to swear on my channel. I try to put good content out, and then I'm getting screwed with. But it's kind of irritating. You know, maybe I could see it if I was trying to sell them. I don't sell clones. You know, when I'm bored with a saw, you know, if I replace it with a different clone or get bored with it, yeah, I trade them off or send them down the road or whatever, but it's typically not through YouTube. Typically all I gotta do is just say something to one of my buddies and be like, yeah, I think I'm done dinking with this. And I end up picking up a different project for the channel. So they're just projects to me. They're just projects for me to make you guys content, and then I'm getting messed with, so I don't know. But not too happy with YouTube right now for striking my channel for what I think is uncalled for. If I had badges and stuff on it and was trying to send the thing off down the road as the real deal, I could totally understand it, but it's, you know, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of videos of people in their aftermarket clone chainsaws. Why am I getting dinked with? But, yeah. So, I don't know. But I'm going to get this thing boxed up. It's kind of chilly out here. I want to get it boxed up, throw it in the car, that way I can stop by the shipping place. Oh, I got to box up a filter too. I have to send my buddies air filter too. I found this neat little, yeah, that should work for that. So I want to box stuff up here and mail stuff out, but sorry for the rant. You guys take it easy and have a good one. And I thought about re-uploading that video, but it's just a minute video. It's not worth the headache. So I don't understand why I'm getting dinked with, but you guys have a good one.